Thanks, Lauren. Well, today we're talking about eye care technology because, of course, it's always improving and allowing people to see more clearly than ever before. Last year, I allowed cameras to take a look at what it was like to get Lasik eye surgery from Atwal Eyecare. Well, we're returning to Atwal to see what other innovations are happening in the world of vision.
As you age, changes in your body become more and more noticeable. Many entering their later years will begin to notice a loss of vision attributed to cataracts.
I tell a lot of my patients cataracts are a lot like wrinkles. It's just one of those things you can't avoid. If you're lucky enough to live long enough, you're going to get a cataract. And all it is just a natural aging process of the lens. The lens that you were born with is nice and clear and you can see through it, and it changes its shape to allow you to see different things at different distances.
Over time, these lenses begin to age.
What happens with a cataract is over time, certain things get kind of trapped within the lens, the exposure from sunlight, just natural aging of the lens. This lens becomes harder and stiffer and then becomes discolored. And it can become so discolored that you can't see anything through it. The good news is that typically people will notice the earlier signs of it. You know, I just don't see things as clearly as I used to. Colors don't look as intense as they used to. They've lost some of their pizzazz. Usually the majority of patients will come in when those changes have occurred.
Luckily for those that suffer from vision loss due to cataracts, these problems can be resolved with a simple surgery, a surgery that the doctors at Atwal continue to refine.
Traditional cataract surgery is a fine surgery, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to make those results just that much better. And we can refine it with a laser in a way that we couldn't do manually with our own hands. We actually use a laser to soften the lens. So the lens is what's in the eye that turns into the cataract. So the cataract is something, you know, that's like this, and when you were born it was like jello, but now it's turned into something very hard. So in order to remove that hardness from the eye, we have to use energy to break it down, and we use something very similar to what your dentist used to remove plaque from your teeth. Okay, so it's like a ultrasound energy that breaks up this cataract into small little pieces, and then you can remove that from the eye.
Before lasers, ultrasound energy was used to break down the old lens.
What the laser does is instead of using all that harsh energy, which can be damaging to some of the tissues in the eye, the laser softens it. Okay, so I don't have to use all that hard energy to remove the cataract from the eye.
This gentler procedure creates a grid on the cataract, breaking it into smaller pieces. These smaller pieces then can be removed.
Then we transition you to the microscope, which is just a few feet away, and then we actually remove the cataract at the scope. So the whole process, the laser takes about a little over 2 minutes to perform. The cataract removal probably about 4 minutes to perform. So a total of about 7 minutes of total operating time.
Because this procedure is gentler, the recovery process will also be easier, proving once again that tradition paired with innovation can bring great results no matter what the field is.